Welcome back to K&L Farms. I'm Ken. I hope this video finds you well. And as you know, I kind of got a series going on about turning my at least one corner of the garage into a wood shop. And when I built it, that was the intent, that 12 by 12 of the corner of this garage would be a wood shop. And it's 30 feet by 30 feet, and about 900 square feet is what the garage I built. And 12 by 12, so let's say 144 square feet of that garage was supposed to be a wood shop. So we've already put in the back wall, which I've themed and had other videos on. Put insulation in, put OSB on the ceiling. It's 12 by 16 is what I've done so far, and that goes with the amount of money that I had at the time. And so I'm going to go through a little bit on my thought process from this point on. And I think you can actually see in the frame, you can see that this has been insulated. This portion over the door, and this door frame, it was actually right here. It's 12 feet, and this door frame's insulated. I got to put the OSB on there, and I'm going to go over that in just a minute. And then over here, I don't know if you can see on frame, but I think you can. This portion's been insulated also through this window and this window. I don't know if we purchased that window or if that was a piece of window that came out of a different house. But anyway, there's a window right here. You see a piece of OSB right here. Workbenches. Let me get out of the frame. Router table, portable or roll-away router table, workbenches. So I'm going to try and do that piece of OSB, that piece of OSB, and then we're going to come up to the curtains, because my intent is, and I purchased some 6 mil clear plastic. My intent is to put plastic around this area so we can keep some of the heat in, so when it actually gets cold. This morning when we woke up it was 33, but when it gets cold we can come out here and actually do some work on it. Okay, previously on the video you've seen me squaring up a piece to put over that door, which I mentioned earlier. And I don't know that I could say, I think I ordered this before I started putting the back on, but I hadn't taken possession of it. I bought it, and this roll that I bought is 10 by, let me check, by 100 feet. Okay, so what we're thinking is, get it back together a little bit. Okay, put this on the table saw. Okay, so what we're thinking is, so I need 12 feet. In my case, it'd be north to south, and I need 16 feet from east to west to fill in for curtains. And the thought process around that is, so if I only need, so let's say 26 feet long out of a 100-foot roll, why don't I take the rest of this, and it's theory, and don't take this as a disclaimer a little bit that I don't know, but in theory, in our case, or my case, it's been this wall here and insulation and OSB. So far, insulation, OSB on the roof, hasn't had any vapor behind it. I don't know if there's an R value involved or not, but we're going to find out. We're going to take the rest of this roll. So we take, say, 30 feet. We take 30 feet. There's 70 feet long of it, and so I'm going to roll this out, and I'm going to cut the curtain for the 12-footers. I'm going to cut the curtain for the 16-footers. Plus or minus, because it'd probably be 12'6", 16'6". So anyway, and then I'm gonna cut off pieces to put vari-vapor, insulation, vari-vapor, and then OSB, because I just cut what you've seen previously on the video, some OSB for that, over that, and then I'm going to staple up over here to see if there's actually an R factor involved in putting a piece of Lexan 6mm. It's not Lexan, it's clear plastic. But let me measure that out, and I'll cut that first. I'm going to cut that first curtain that I'm putting in, but I don't want to put that first curtain in because behind the camera is the OSB stack, and I got to take OSB from that area after I cut it for this area over here, and also for probably that area over there, and I don't want to be fighting with the curtain, so I'm just going to cut the length and set it aside for right now. Cut some of this material, put it up, and then after I got some of this material up, then I'll actually put some curtains up. Probably the curtain closer to the camera. Put that one up. Probably won't put the long one up yet because I'm still kind of contemplating what I need to do for that area on the 16, the long run, not the narrow run. Okay, so I moved the table saw 12 feet away from that northern wall, and I'll show you here in just a minute how I cut that. Knock the fence off. Okay, and I just take this piece by myself and move it over against the wall, plus 6 inches. Okay, that's the correct length. The other thing is I found, and I've used utility knives, I've used pocket knives. I got a pair of scissors. Let's just try and cut this off, because the next one we got needs to be about 16.6. And remember, this table saw is set at 12 feet right now. Oh, the thing with the utility knives and pocket knives is it actually ends up being a total jagged edge. So I'm just trying to get a straight edge and then put the roll back up there, and then put this, probably take this roll. This is the curtain that goes north to south. And I need the one that goes east to west to be 16.6. So look, and I haven't unrolled the roll. I don't really want to unroll the roll because then you get into a bigger thing. I just want to fold this up a little bit and set it aside for right now. And if I get the 2 curtains made, that's the primary roll. I get the 2 curtains made, then I can actually take the other pieces, or a piece, and start putting it as a vari-vapor. So, okay, that's a 12.6. Okay, let me get out of the camera shot, because the last video I did, basically it just showed the backside, didn't show the front of me. And I know that's 12 foot from here to there, so I need to go 12 foot plus 4 foot. So let's unroll that, put the scissors up here, unroll that to 12, because I know that the table saw is set at 12. And what I'll do with that set there is I'll just go to 12 feet, go up the wall 4 feet, and cut that off the length. So far, it looks like about 10 feet out. Okay, let's see what we've got now. Tape measure is in my pocket. Okay, I know that that's 12 foot plus 4. Let's cut this other curtain off, and then the remainder on the roll would be what we're going to use for varibaper, because we're trying to get above that door. And this is virtually a brand new pair of scissors. Doesn't seem to be cutting very well. And the only reason I'm using scissors is that it makes it a straighter edge. And then I'll cut off a piece, I think 4 feet. Because I'm only trying to cut enough for that, over that door right now. And I'll take the remainder for over that window. Okay, right, so we know that this piece is better than 16 feet. So let's set that piece aside. Okay. Okay, and I'll get a tape in just a minute. And we know that this piece, to start out with, we want to be 40 inches. And we'll, in just a minute, I'll show you. Well, I don't know if I'll show you on this video, but tape measure. I'm going to use some more of this to try and see if it's got a varibaper or not. I don't know that yet. But I know that the first piece has got to be 40 inches. Let's go right here. That's plus or minus a little bit. Okay, see if I can find my scissors. Here they are. I'm going to cut this piece off for right now. So scissors up here. Okay, so the other thing we know, working off what we know, what we don't, not what we think, but what we know. And for 39, so let's cut it 40 by 40. It's 40 inches long. Find a tape measure. 40 by 40, okay? Because we assume it's 10 feet long, and we don't need that much. And I'm hoping that there's a mark there somewhere, but I don't think so. Okay, let me see. First seam is about 39. Let's go with 40. 39, 31, 40 would be 9 inches. About 9 inches past that first seam. So we're going to cut that. Roughly. Let's start that with where my mark is. Okay. I'm just going to put this on the table saw because I'm hoping to cut it square a little bit. And you're going to find out once I hang that, that's not really square. But that's okay. And we're trying to put this piece over here. Okay, so we're trying to get this piece over in this corner, above this door, to actually see if this works or not for thermal. Okay, might go up a little bit. Nope. Let's see if we can get this fit. I got my stapler. Yeah, I'll just start in this corner right here. And let's go with, don't know. Yeah, kind of an experiment. But I got a piece cut there, and I'll shoot that. Here in just a minute. Plus, I know, before you go in the comments, I know that this is not as big as that opening, because I'm going to put a couple pieces in here because I'm going with I didn't have a piece of OSB the right size at the time, but